All right, here we are with Savage Worlds Ravenloft. Ravenloft Reincarnated. The Conspiracy at Krezk. Season 1, Episode 5. I am Devin, the Game Master. It's a Game Master for Savage Worlds. I looked it up. And we are in March 2018. To my left, we have X playing Y.
Tyler playing Phineas Grossbottom.
Kevin playing Asher.
And Peter Jack Angus.
So, gang, let's recap what happened last session.
Wolves happened. Wolves that climb walls.
Not at the start, though. First, we headed out on our big caravan expedition. We made our way up the Svalich Road to Valakai, which was a metropolitan city, the likes of which some of us have not seen before. Mm-hmm. And there we all made friends.
Mostly mute.
No, she's not a friend. She's more like a throwaway NPC. It's fine.
Even though she was the most useful of them all.
Other than vegetarian elf, you know.
But you met a drunk.
I did.
Yeah.
And he's probably dead now in an alley.
Yeah.
I mean, if you drew that to your love interest card.
Just gonna romance everyone.
Yeah, and I befriended the elven bookseller, Sambai, and we all had a nice dinner with him.
We played Find the Vegan.
Yeah. And then you encountered the young lady in thrall of the cult of the Tooth Fairy and had a nice little conversation with her.
Teeth.
And we left a bit wealthier and a bit more world-wearing. And
yeah, we also found out that before us there had been a well-dressed man with nice teeth who came by,
right,
who was also looking for the monastery. We reasoned it was probably Gerard de Lisnia.
His sister also passed through, looking for him.
Yep. Yeah, just shortly afterwards.
And it's funny, they're both looking for each other in the exact same monastery.
That's nice of them.
And then after... Sorry, go ahead.
Hopefully they'll find each other.
Yeah. And then after that, we headed out, split up with the caravan, and were attacked by wolves in a dilapidated bar and silo area.
And one of us turned out to be a pyromaniac and set them all on fire.
Yeah, that went pretty well for our first combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, although it was on the razor wire of if the wolves had bit any of us, it could have gone very, very poorly.
You'll have to deal with a werewolf after that.
Might have been a step up.
Maybe just rabies.
Yeah, maybe just rabies.
You'd be like, oh god, he's turning into a werewolf. He's frothing at the mouth. And it's like, no.
Okay,
it's just rabies.
Well, we don't have a cure for that, so I guess we gotta put him down. With modern medicine.
But yeah, that was last session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, after you guys were dealt with the wolves, you packed up your stuff, continued down the Old Svalich Road, and ended up at the monastery. There were a few more days to your trek that we're going to gloss over because the most important part was the town and the wolves.
Mm-hmm.
So we open on a foggy, misty morning where you've ascended to the summit of this part of the mountain. I believe it's the Dread Pass or the Balanox, I'm not sure, because fucking Barovia, man.
I think the map has been swept to the side.
Yeah, it gets swept away. But there it is. Just up this kind of winding path is a very old fortress sitting on the edge of this particular plateau that looks down into the old that actually looks across the river to Castle Ravenloft. Which, cutting away from this vista you're currently looking at of this old monastery, you look to Castle Ravenloft, where even though it is morning, dark clouds hang overhead and a fine mist of black-winged creatures hang around it as it stoops on the edge of the cliffside like a loathsome, waiting gargoyle made of black devil stone. You know, where Strahd lives.
We don't go there.
Yeah, no, let's not go there.
No.
There's a whole adventure about going there. Doesn't usually end well.
We have literally no reason to go there, so we'll refrain.
I mean, unless we find some power armor around here with the plus 14 toughness.
Oh my
maybe.
God, right?
If only Doommarine was here.
If only the Doomslayer was here. We would not put up with this shit. Yeah, the monastery is an old fort. Looks like it's 2 levels, and it has like a large keep/watchtower in the middle. But it looks kind of like it's been refurbished. Like since its inception, it was refurbished into a mansion, and now it's used as a monastery.
So what all are we hoping to accomplish here? I mean, it's important because it's been singled out to us through our contacts with the Nether Beyond and the Mothman and whatever. We know that this is an important place to be and to check out. We're looking for Gerard de Lisnia because we believe that he's connected to what's going on in the mine.
Mm-hmm.
And we have reason to think that he came this way.
Mm-hmm.
It was pointed out to us that maybe his sister might be here.
And she might be allergic to something?
So
To silver sanctified
there
in
are-
garlic.
yeah, we think she's a vampire. But if we knock on the door, we're probably not gonna open with that.
I mean, we could just say we're looking for her. Or him. Or both.
For the Delisnias.
Okay.
I mean, they're a monastery. They're not going to turn us away. Sanctuary and all that, you know?
Sure. And then assuming, say, that we find them. We knock on the door and there's Gerard there. Where do we go from there?
Well, they're specifically tied to that music sheet we were looking for, so I guess we asked them about that. Which we have tucked away on us. Thankfully not on you.
Or maybe just... yeah. Or maybe just question about the mine? Can we be that direct?
I'm pretty sure we can be that direct.
Okay. All right, well, I guess we'll knock on the door.
The large door, like you have to go up the path and stuff,
Yeah.
and as you go up, there's like strong boxes at the kind of the top, like large kind of almost potato crates that would like keep produce and stuff good, so people could deliver goods and services to the monks up here. There's also like bags and other like storage areas around here buried in the permafrost that have like old like vegetables in them. And as you approach the keep, the double doors are open and covered in snow. Like snow has swept its way inside.
Ah, shit.
Is this normal for this time of year, or is this a sign that something terrible has happened?
I don't think it's normal for any time of year to have your double doors open.
With wolves.
Around where it's snow, permafrost, up in the mountain.
I mean, maybe someone just forgot the door. Let's, wait, actually those boxes, are they all full of shit that's just old?
Yeah, some of it looks like it's gotten a bit bad. Cold isn't a miracle. It can't stop things from rotting forever.
Oh yeah, I'm not searching for that. It's just like, that's a sign that this has been around for a while.
So we're still trailing the donkey cart at this point. So we've got all of our supplies and stuff with us.
Yep.
We're taking the donkey in with us if this is abandoned.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. The food.
The food.
Provisions.
I guess I'll just push the door open a bit further.
Alright.
Are there any...
No, continue.
So maybe... Like, you're a tracker, right?
Nebulously.
Should you check out the area, see if anyone's been going in and out of here?
I have like D4 survival.
So do I. Let's
I
roll.
thought you guys were, like, experts.
Well, I got a 4, so...
Is that explode?
No, that's on the D6, so...
So you
But
got
it's
a success.
A success. So I guess I'll track for recent activity.
None. It's all snowed over.
Has it snowed recently?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to know for sure if someone's already tracked up here. Everything's covered.
But no one's been through today.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we can go in.
Hmm.
Weapons at the ready.
So is this like a small keep? Like there's like a perimeter wall and then an open area?
Yeah,
around
but
tower?
the doors to the keep are like open. Like they're not even like kept. They're not even like kept closed because it's just.
And not even priests would do that, or monks. I mean, even in a holy place, it's not safe to leave your doors open.
Yep.
Space heaters make the perfect housewarming gift.
I mean, they do. So's fire.
Yeah, so you guys go through the gates just fine. And, yeah. Head to the main doors.
Yeah.
You just walk on in.
Well, we knock.
You knock on the large brass door knockers that echo through the empty halls as the wind sweeps through, and hear nothing.
I guess we go in.
Yep.
Your feet crunch against the snow that's swept on into the inside of the monastery, against the stone floor, as you enter. There are no lights in here, and very few windows.
How big is this hallway door?
5 people across.
We can bring the donkey in?
Yeah.
I'm going to name him Bartholomew so that we can get nice and attached to him.
Don't name your dinner. Fuck.
Well, it is not Menchie.
Are there candles on the inside, like near the door, or?
There are like sconces and stuff for heat and whatnot, for light and whatnot, but they're not lit.
No oil on them? Like,
Long since burnt out.
okay, so can't just easily. Don't want to light all of them just because, obviously.
Yeah. But we should definitely make some torches.
Lanterns at the ready, at least.
Yeah, we're not going to be burning them all through the night, so...
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Once we
can
find
touch the lanterns.
things we can actually light, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, this entrance hall is like a rectangular room where like people would come in and get like blessings and stuff, talk to the monks and whatnot, and then they would stay inside the keep. And both sets of doors are just open and leads into a long hallway that used to be an old like feast hall, it looks like, and then that spirals off into other parts of the old keep/mansion. The tables look like the table itself is large and long and takes up most of this long hall. It looks like only like a part of it's ever used. The rest is just covered. Like the end of it is only ever used for food because there's not a lot of monks that live here, by your observation. There are bowls with like literally oatmeal left in it, just left out.
Does it look like it's been abandoned for a long time?
Super moldy.
Yeah, the oatmeal's moldy.
Yeah.
How are the animals? Do they seem...
Like the one animal, your donkey.
Well, there's also the jars of moths. Do the moths seem agitated?
The jar of moths you pick up and try to put around the room, yeah, they're
Shit.
agitated. They're agitated.
Are there signs of like a struggle or
Yeah.
any? Huh. So they just got up from their meager meals.
Well, maybe food truck was coming by.
It's weird that there's at once no struggle, but also no one's cleaned up.
They just disappeared.
They whisked away in the middle of the food.
Well, we should be systematic if we're going to search through this place. So how many exits are there from this area, did you say?
Many. Like it spirals off into like a mansion estate.
So
You're kind of looking for sections.
we search one area and then burn it down when we're done so that we don't double back.
Oh, Adina.
Are there like signs of what they worshipped here at all?
It's a monastery.
So it might have just been one of those contemplative ones rather than a religious dedicated one.
Theologians.
A
Okay.
place of recluse.
Yes, reclusive old men.
Yeah, because if we knew what type of religion it was, we could probably kind of tell what the layout would be. Or
Not really, because the layout is based on the keep, and the keep was converted into a mansion. It's a living place that they moved into.
Well, it can't have been too big.
yeah, why don't we try and find the living quarters?
I'll unroll some parchment and start trying to sketch out a rough map. Like by starting with the room that we're in.
Living quarters looks like the like personal bedrooms of like the lords and stuff have been converted into studies, and the servants' areas are where the monks live. So you go up and find like studies that are like full of books and writing for like copying stuff and whatnot, and no people. And then when you head down to where the servants' quarters would be, Downton Abbey style, there's like 50 to 20 beds with monks in them.
Oh.
To backtrack to the books, I'm going to take some.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
All right, so
Yes,
this
while we do research, I've got a card.
So there's monks in the bed?
Yeah, they're dead.
How dead?
Been dead for a few weeks.
From what?
Who has medicine?
I do.
Who would like to roll medicine?
I have my knowledge medicine. 6, 8, so erase.
Natural causes.
Natural causes.
Seriously?
They all just lay there and died?
Yeah, they just went lay down their bed and died.
When we say natural causes, are we talking old age or just natural?
They
Basically-
just died.
It means that there's no other signs of anything else happening to them. They don't have slit throats, they don't signal like they've poisoned themselves or vampire bites or anything like that.
Maybe there's a plague. Shit.
No. Maybe they have cold.
There is no sign of plague.
Pneumonia.
Their bodies are well preserved by the cold.
We should bury them.
We should bury them.
Suppose they'd have a graveyard around here.
Yep, round back.
I can set the robot to do that while we keep exploring. We don't have a lot of time.
Don't we?
Well,
I mean,
we kinda-
we're not on a time limit here.
I don't want to be here past afternoon.
Where are we going to go past the afternoon? Are we going to walk back into the night? And
I mean, this is probably the safest place we have around.
yeah, seriously. If they just died of natural causes, there's no immediate sign of like, holy shit, we're in danger. Even though it's very uncomfortable being here with a bunch of dead
Okay.
bodies.
I'm deeply uneasy
Okay.
with this plan.
Let's explore the catacombs first. So, in case we need to book it, we'll have at least a few hours of daylight.
Okay. This was a manor. I don't know if they'd have catacombs.
Then, what do you call those?
A basement?
Basements. Yeah.
Catacombs.
Cellars.
You're gonna check out the cellars?
Yes.
All right. Well, if you guys head down into the cellars in the servants area, these cellars are wine cellars. Like
Cool.
wine cellars for rich people and like a larder.
But there's nothing here.
Oh no, it's full of wine,
Oh,
stacked to the ceiling of wine,
Huh.
like hundreds of bottles.
No,
Restrain yourself.
I don't feel comfortable stealing from the dead.
Okay.
Okay, are there any marking that those belong to Strahd or the Vistani?
They just belong to like whatever family used to live here.
Okay. Aged wine.
Stealing from dead monks, of all things, is
Yeah.
Even the worst things in the war.
Okay. So
Asher just looks pointedly over at Jack for a moment before. Yeah, what were you saying?
we've looked through the living quarters. We've found the corpses, which we'll have to bury in the courtyard. What else do we have to look through?
Here in the cellar, it leads further down into catacombs.
Oh my.
Is there anything else upstairs? haven't
There's
gone
the
through?
studies, there's the library, there's an actual proper library. Like, the drawing room was also converted into a library.
Well, I'd like to look through the library.
I mean, sure.
I don't want to steal from the dead. He's been stealing from the dead since he got here. Take, teeth.
I mean archaeology because it's for research.
It's for science. Makes it different. So we'll go check out the library.
Okay. So what information are you hoping to find here?
I'm hoping to find any regional Barovian history, particularly anything particular to that area where the massacre was. The one where Strahd killed the Blackguard on top of the land that was then later the massacre site for those elves. So anything related to that area, I'd like to find out about. I'd also like to see if they have just any tomes pertaining to the supernatural, specifically legends of the Mothman.
Again, how will we trade the cards? You can play Revelation to find all the information when doing available when doing research. So we study everything or
You
something.
want to swap these?
I guess because you want to play this, right? You want this, don't you? It seems like your thing.
Sure. So I'll play the action card Revelation.
All right.
So if there is information here pertaining to those subjects, I find it.
Okay, there is a revelation here. A revelation that you could not have possibly fucking figured out without that card.
Okay, great. Good
Going
card.
through the monks' information and notes and personal diaries and hidden information and stuff they didn't want people to know by like digging up like little floorboards and stones and finding more books, you realize that a Delisnia came to this monastery to lure in Strahd von Zarevich and murder him.
Oh.
And then when he did, Strahd von Zarevich came in, took control of the monks' minds with his dark demon sorcery, turned that Delisnia into a vampire, and sealed him in the catacombs below. No. He knows about this. Not you, you illiterate drunk. And not you, Australian, which is just as bad as an illiterate drunk.
Bah. We can hold that liquor.
You colony prisoner slave.
But nothing about moths.
No. Strahd didn't just... Someone's,
Yeah, but
when-
Leo Delisnia is entombed down here.
So maybe Gerard wasn't looking for Priscilla, and Priscilla wasn't looking for Gerard.
What do you mean?
Maybe they were both looking for Leo.
What did you find exactly? Are you going to explain that whole story?
When did this happen? Around
Hundreds of years ago.
Okay, so around Strahd the second, something. I don't.
Second or third.
See what that sounds like? That sounds like heresy. That sounds like something we should burn.
It sounds like bad fan fiction the monks wrote because they're crazy old men who drunk on wine.
They left the door open and then died to the elements.
But... Oh, right, because this monastery has been written off the maps for hundreds of years.
Yeah, maybe for a reason.
I will give you the deeply abridged Cliff's Notes that there's a terrible, terrible monster buried beneath this place who is related to the Delisnias.
Okay, do you think that alcohol in that cells is flammable? Should we just drown it and set a flame or something in the catacombs?
I think it is more likely that his prison will be flammable than he will be flammable.
We're basing this off the ramblings of a monk.
Yeah.
You find
Ramblings of
multiple
several
documents
monks.
from multiple monks.
I believe it. The question is, what were the other Delisnias doing here?
Seeing as they just passed through the city a while back and they're not here, I don't think they did anything here.
I mean, they passed through this recently, so probably they figured out, oh, that old Pa Leo's still here, maybe.
But there's been no sign of anyone else being here recently, other than us.
There's been no sign of anyone being here today, was that because we didn't find any tracks? And the monks have been dead for about a few weeks, so maybe that Leo got awoken about 2 weeks back and then used mind control powers to let them die. Let those monks die, right?
What?
I don't know.
Wait, what is your theory?
What?
That the Leo Disney got woken up and then used his vampiric powers to, I don't know, kill those monks.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like a really bad fairy tale. There's probably nothing in that basement.
I mean, I've met fairies before.
No, we didn't. That's not a thing. And goblins in the forest are far different from a fucking vampire up here mind-controlling people into dying of natural causes.
You go to the monk and take a silver piece and touch the skin. They start burning something like vampires.
If you try to defile their corpses, what?
Here, have some silver.
Can you like autopsy these guys to figure out how long ago they died?
About 2 weeks ago. I did do a medicine roll overlay, so
You found out that they died of natural causes and their bodies are well preserved because of the cold.
did that about 2 weeks ago. So the GM said.
Okay.
But the monks died about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Well, that's not
Creepy.
Who killed the monks?
Natural causes. Look at them. Look at them laying there. Maybe they all just had heart attacks.
Oh,
I mean,
that-
they lived off gruel. It was probably a really shitty life, and they died of shitty living standards.
I mean, vampires are natural, right? Nah.
I don't see any sign of them being like it's teeth
Yeah.
marks, right?
Yeah.
Teeth. I don't see anything like that.
But this monastery was supposed to have been abandoned.
Was it? Nobody really went up here. There's signs of food being delivered.
Right.
So, monks
Maybe
are-
we should go talk to the village.
Which-
Someone nearby? Someone who would have been delivering
The
food?
village of Ravenloft?
Barovia.
Barovia, that's the one. Castle Ravenloft, right? We aren't going to the village of Barovia. That'd be a really, really bad idea. I've never even gone with a caravan there. People avoid it if they can. Look, there's just gotta be guest quarters around here or something. Maybe we can see a sign of them there.
Now let's keep searching.
Well, I guess we should bury
But
those.
this is...
I guess we should
this-
bury those monks soon, in case they decide to raise up from the dead or what have you.
Is that a thing that just happens? People rising up from the dead as zombies? That doesn't seem like a thing.
No, okay.
Sounds like drunk Australian talk.
Let's just bury them in the graveyard up back so they're not rotting in their beds for
Yeah.
however long it takes for whoever delivered the food last time to find this.
Okay.
This is what the Morse code led us to, right? The Mothman wouldn't send us here without a reason.
I mean, it's a talking moth. What do you expect? Maybe it just lured us into
Sorry.
this place again. A parcel was delivered to their mailing address. Gerard Lucy has a sister. His sister is at our mailing address. Bring silver, certified wood and garlic. And yeah, she's allergic to those things. Priscilla.
I think we should go downstairs.
Yeah. Where the danger is,
Obviously.
obviously.
We'll thoroughly explore the rest of upstairs first, though.
You have found the silver bullet, such as it is, in the secret that you could have never possibly found. There's nothing else to explore up here.
We'll go down with our stakes out.
Oh boy.
Put your silver on, man.
Alright, so you guys decide to go into the catacombs.
Yep, we steal ourselves and head down.
Alright,
Feeling.
let's change the soundtrack from this to something else. Not yet.
Oh my.
So yes, past the larder and the cellars, eventually gives way to rougher unhewn stone with pillars built up to support them, and staircases and winding steps that head down. It is pitch black. What do you got for light?
Lanterns, I think.
Where did they come from? You brought them with you?
Yep.
Good.
You came
And
prepared.
we've got a whole donkey in the cart.
Alright, where's that donkey staying?
The donkey is staying back up in the main room. Although we are closing the doors.
You're gonna come back and it's gonna be chewing on the monks.
Oh,
Vampire
the
tea!
monks are in a different room. Oh my god. Vampire donkey. Bunnicula all over again.
Panicula. Solid reference.
What?
But it's a it was like a young adult book for school.
Oh, the
Banicula. Jesus H Christ.
Canadians.
Yeah.
Got an
Right?
animated show too.
No, it didn't, Kevin.
And a kid's musical.
And the
Oh, I
Academy
believe you.
Award. We
So
go
yeah,
down.
with your lanterns, you head down away from the monastery, deeper. The catacombs are full of dead monks. Like, not recently dead monks, just this is where they store their dead.
Oh,
Should maybe
It's a
one person be
catacomb.
holding a torch just in case we need to light something on fire?
Like a spider's nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold the torch up front.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a catacomb, guys. Where do you think monks bury their dead? In rock.
makes sense.
Well, that makes it easier than lugging them outside.
Yeah, if we find a good spot.
Yeah, there are slots in the wall where monks are buried.
I mean, if there are like bodies just lying there, take a little bit of silver, rub it against them to make sure that something. Well,
Okay,
Australians have
alright.
strange customs.
I mean, we got the tip off that they're
Oh, and now you just rub some silver against a monk for good luck.
silver. I mean, we got a tip off that some things here are allergic to silver, so if I see some allergic reaction,
I'm not going to complain about this because at least he's not staking each one as we go by.
see, you need to stake them, then cut their head off, then bury them face down
With
on the
wafers in their
crossroads.
mouths.
Yeah.
As far as being disrespectful to corpses goes, rubbing silver against them is kind of the least way to do it, so I'm fine.
He's not checking their fillings.
Yeah, actually.
Check whether their nails have grown since they've been dead. And so
Oh
on,
yeah,
so-
definitely. They all have grown since they've been dead.
Of course.
In their hair.
I mean, all deads do that.
Yeah, all deads do that.
Yeah. Medicine.
You continue on down. Eventually, this gives way to large mausoleum halls, people entombed in stone sarcophagi. There's a lot of knocked over and broken stone here. Like parts of the ceiling have given way, parts of the supports have broken.
Okay.
This place is kind of on the verge of collapse, or it's just been like this for a long time and no one's gonna...
This looks recent, within the last few years.
Hmm.
Like attempts have been made to sweep it up and like clear it away, but it looks like more have been breaking.
All over, or only really along one kind of corridor?
There's like a fissure that you can start to see. Like as you go, you're looking at the aftershock, but as you head deeper down, eventually there's like part of the mausoleum that like gave way when an aftershock went through and like collapsed, revealing like more behind it. And there's like you can actually see a fissure tracing along the lines that is like a couple feet wide, like a fault line.
Like someone with all the time in the world smashing it through the ground.
Saw a lot of these in the older parts of the mine. So just kind of watch your step. Don't lean
Okay.
against anything. He explains to the engineer. Oh, no.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, once you cross the fissure and go into the part that was revealed by the damage, there is a small room that looks like it was actually hewn and carved and like actually properly put together. And there's a stone sarcophagi in the middle that's been crushed by sealing. And there's a woman lying up next to it.
Lying next to it?
Like she has her back up next to the sarcophagi and she's up next to it.
Oh, that
Does
doesn't
she
look
look
like a
dead?
monk.
She looks injured.
No. Does she look dead?
She looks injured.
How far away is she?
Like 5-10 feet.
Okay, well,
Call it a greeting.
I go towards her like a medic. If she looks injured and still alive.
Looks like she has a broken arm. She's set with a splint. Stomach wound. Looks like a bit of wood and stone hit her. And she's just kind of lined up against it, breathing shallowly, unconscious.
Oh, she's still alive. We need to get her out of here. So I take her, I do my medicine stuff on her. Because I've got a code of honor here to uphold to protect people. Yeah.
We should probably get her out of here, up to one of the rooms, maybe.
Yeah.
Should you tend to her first?
I mean-
what is the proper medical procedure here?
I mean, she does look already tended to. I mean, her leg has been set, so someone has helped her. I guess she just hobbled back here.
Should we go make her a stretcher?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, all right. I'll try and find a plank of wood or
You
something.
can get her out of here. When you guys move her and like get a look at the damage in the room, when the ceiling hit the sarcophagus, it like the part that was crushed isn't under the ceiling. That part of the floor gave way and just fell down into the fissure.
Oh my.
There's like cave systems down there, and there's just like it looks like it's a sheer drop. If you want to throw a match or a glow stick down there, or whatever you have on you, it just disappears.
Glow stick? What is this?
Or like a rock, like you never hear it hit.
Huh. Yeah, we should really get out of here. Okay.
Like you have your lanterns, and it's all grave encounters, spooky down here. And when you put your lanterns on the dark itself is so thick and acrid that it almost seems to be pouring out of the fissure. Not supernaturally, it's just that dark down there. The light does nothing.
Is the sarcophagus marked?
There are markings on the parts that survived. Just monk stuff.
Monk stuff.
Yeah. Like nothing special. It looks like it was a monk sarcophagus.
Okay.
But do you investigate the parts of the lid that survive?
Well, I'm gonna make some rubbings of the symbols.
You don't have to make some rubbings, because when you look at the inside of the lid, deep, long, frantic scratch marks. This is a solid stone lid. It's made of marble. Deep, deep scratch marks, like an inch or two.
That's reassuring.
What is? Oh,
Like
is
you
that allowed?
lantern over to the lid. Like what? I only imagine scenes like, well, that's reassuring. You're like, what? And he like lanterns over to the inside of the lid. And
Yeah.
there's like brown, rusty like markings on the inside of the scratches too. And you're like, oh no.
Do monks do live burial? Is that a fucking thing?
Never spent much time in a monastery, but
I mean-
I'm gonna guess no.
That's hard stone. I don't think even live burial would be able to carve that deep in.
Maybe it's a knife.
Maybe just design
There
that
are-
way.
There's a knife.
Well, let's get her out of here.
Yeah, let's do that. This
We
this crevice is kind of giving me dream flashbacks.
Being around it is chilling.
I mean, it is winter.
Like a
so-
piano made of frozen Windex.
Devin. That's not how anything works. Okay, we take her out.
Alright, you get her out into the monastery proper and don't encounter anything horrifying down here this time.
Huzzah!
Woo! Whoa, no, not yet.
She attacks.
Yes.
What do I got here? There we are. Okay, so you guys get to the monastery, or like up back
Yep.
proper, and get your person to a bed that isn't covered in dead monks.
Yeah.
The woman you rescued is probably in her early 20s, late teens. She has slight, delicate features that kind of pops into your head, but silver hair. She's toned, and her gear is super deadly looking. Like she's wearing armor that has been reinforced with like different like composite materials that have like flex to them. Almost like, you know how lobsters and crabs in between their claws, there's that kind of membrane. The leather armor she has that kind of membrane in between it.
Like boiled leather.
Yeah, there's a rapier that's on her, and the rapier itself is notched kind of like a gear when you take it, if you take it out of its sheath and take a poke. And the inside of the flanges have like poison runnels. She has a flintlock on her and a sawed-off rifle.
So she's a professional murderer.
A lot of climbing
That's
gear. There's holy symbols to the Morning Lord and to Ezra and to the Eternal Order that have been made in silver but reinforced with brass and have been cut and sharpened. So like if you were to drive this into someone's face, it would actually slice into the bone.
Does the word paladin exist? Like, is that an actual thing?
No.
No. A holy warrior?
Crusader?
A crusader.
A zealot?
Crusader.
Suicidal.
That's it. That's the immediate word that comes to mind for actors. Like, she looks like a crusader.
Yeah, the kit she has with her, which is like reinforced, it has like soft inserts, has like bottles and vials of stuff. Some of it gives off palpable light.
Ooh.
Yeah, this... I don't know if this is a delisnia. This looks like a
Oh, she's definitely Delisnia.
Oh,
All
really?
of her gear has the symbol on it.
Really? Are they?
She's covered in this stuff. Like her armor, her weaponry, her everything has been marked.
Huh.
Like she has a tattoo going from her like jawbone all the way down her neck. And you realize that her neck, like part of her armor has like van braces, but underneath there's tattoo and like what are they called? Scarification work to like have like piercings put in that look silvered. For neck bites.
Jeez. Someone's hardcore.
Serious business. Well, are you going to heal her?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my medicine on her.
Yeah. Do medicine and see what you got on hand.
So that's a 6.
Yeah, you're good. You're able to basically fix. It looks like she was hurt by climbing, like by the cave-in, basically. Like not that cave-in, but the cave-ins that have been affecting you down there. So yeah, you set, and she'll probably wake up soonish.
Yeah.
It gives us a bit of time to put the monks into their eternal rest.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna be here for the night.
Oh yeah, we're not fucking leaving in the night.
No.
Let's go back down the mountain and through the forest.
I guess I check whether they've stocked up on some chopped wood for putting some fire somewhere.
Yeah, place is well tended and well stocked.
Perfect.
So yeah, you guys will spend the afternoon to evening to nightfall burying monks. Where do you bury them?
In the catacomb with the rest.
Yeah, there's
Where
plenty
they-
of room.
Asher does a little Ezra prayer. He knows he's not really a priest, but it's like the best we've kind of got right now. So he's just like, yeah, I'll do a prayer for them and lay them down.
You being an alchemist and you being a doctor, a lot of the equipment she has on her are, what's the term? Meth.
Meth.
Like methamphetamines.
Amphetamines?
Jeez. That's nice.
Everyone was on meth back in the day.
It would
She
be
got
rude
good
of her
stuff.
not to share. I'm sure if she was
like
awake.
pure strain methamphetamines and stimulants.
Jeez.
There's even a bundle of like you recognize it as coffee, but you guys recognize it as imports from Harakir.
Well, she's kind of high. Okay. Well, since we're taking eating whatever for the ladder and what have you, I guess I will pop a bottle of that expensive wine, or the old wine. Stay here for the night.
Yeah, definitely don't want to sleep in the beds of the dead monks, but I'm sure there's other areas.
Yeah, there's sleeping. There's stuff in storage and stuff you can take out. This place used to be an estate.
Exactly, yeah. Probably just all packed it away. What else are they going to do with it?
When you guys check out the storage room, because you guys are a bit, you guys are naturally a little loony. A lot of banners that are rolled up in banner cases and stuff, and like stuff in crates that have been just sealed away in like alcoves and eaves and awnings.
Check them out.
Yeah, it's worth seeing.
Old Delisnia symbols on them,
Huh.
like the old crests that you were finding around in old journals.
This place must be fucking ancient.
It has a view of Castle Ravenloft. It must have been important.
Yep. So if we light it banner, maybe some help will come from Gondor.
Good lord. Explains why they came here, though. I mean, it's their old family estate. Maybe they had important things here.
Yeah. It's possible.
Which means it all belongs to her.
Question is, what ties this to the mine?
Is it mine?
That is news.
Yeah, they might have owned that, too.
I mean, they seem rich.
I mean, I owned it. Or should, but, before that, Lisnia's kind of owned everything, so...
They're one of the families.
Mm-hmm.
Nobles.
All right. Sometime in the night, if you guys stay up and alert, because wolves might show up.
And also because we can't all sleep at the same time.
Oh yeah.
That thing.
Also wolves.
Oh, that too.
They're burying us. They're burying us.
And we're probably too nice to borrow her meth.
Yeah, we're not going to steal her drugs.
Yeah. Let's just steal from the dead instead. Because the deads can stab you back.
Yeah, she'll eventually just wake up.
Okay.
So who is on hand when she wakes up?
I think we're all sharing general quarters just because it would be super dangerous not to.
Yeah.
I mean, there are claw marks down there. Even if Asher's not going to comment on, clearly it was a monster, he's going to be like, yeah, let's all share quarters.
gloss over that.
Just in case.
Yeah. Then, Dr. Man, you can observe that she's clearly awake, but staying sleeping, like staying playing possum.
Mm-hmm.
This never ends well.
So okay, so I just like clean my rifle. Like, well, I can see you're awake. Don't worry, we're not here to hurt you or anything.
You're putting that thought into her head.
Well,
Are
I'll
you
be
talking?
honest.
Why are you talking to her? What?
She gets up.
Oh,
She just gets up onto the bed.
Yeah. Jack, nice to meet you.
Okay. Jack.
Asher.
Phineas Grossbottom.
Why are you here?
We are.
We're looking for the Delisnias.
Why?
A Mothman told us that it would be important in a dream.
Asher just kind of puts a big hand over his
Oh.
face.
Is there stuff in this room?
Probably.
Like the guns?
Yes. I'm pretty sure all our equipment is in the same room.
Is a donkey here?
just making sure the guns are nearby.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah, we didn't put her stuff in another room because
her stuff is with her.
Oh, like within.
I think so.
Oh, okay, good. Within reach of her. All right.
I mean, we didn't loot it, right? We just, okay, that's your stuff. Here, put it on the dresser.
She moves her hand to the dresser over the guns and grabs like just like one of her side pouches basically that was off of her armor.
Asher takes his hand away, far away from his axe and just kind of lifts it up while the other is over.
Like as he's talking about Mothman, she's reaching her hand over the guns.
Yeah, that's great. That's
A Mothman.
Yeah, I mean, what's his name in the stories?
I don't know. You should have wrote it down.
I should have wrote it
I
down.
don't have that PDF open anymore.
We were looking for a Delisnia in connection to some sheets of music we found.
What kind of music?
It's weird. What was that word someone used once? Ethereal. That's the one.
Looked like it was punched.
Yeah.
What do you know about Girard?
We know he was headed here as well, actually, looking for you.
What? No, I was looking for him.
Yeah, that too, actually. We've heard mixed stories.
Okay.
We heard he might have been around.
Why are you looking for Girard?
We're from Krezk. There's a mine there. Some traders told us that he might have been operating around the area. We're a little interested in the ownership of that mine. We thought that if he was there...
What's the deal with that mine?
Let's
You too?
Wait, you've heard of it?
Everyone's talking about it.
Okay, what have you heard? Or do you want to hear what we've heard first? Because you're clearly armed and a superior combatant.
My brother took his inheritance and went off on a fool's errand to Barovia. He said he was going to clear the family name. He found evidence in old journals that would lead to that. It's pointless, and it doesn't matter, and it's probably not true. The Delisnias definitely assassinated Strahd the First and his brother and sister and entire family in Castle Ravenloft. That definitely happened.
Yeah, we've been finding journal entries indicating that you've tried to kill a few of the, a few Strahds.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of just incidental.
It's not important. Girard got in his head that he could prove otherwise. It was his pet project, and when I got here looking for him after he stopped sending mail back, there's a mine in that pissant town that the people that the leadership there wants, and that some grimy little merchants want. There's some other people who are interested in it. Girard was interested in it. You people want it.
Yeah, it's kind of mine.
It is a mine.
That too.
I'm just looking for Gerard.
Why
What
were
about-
you looking for him here?
I followed the lead.
Where did you find this lead?
I heard he was traveling through here from the last town I was in, the lake town.
Yeah, that's where we heard it as well, actually.
He stopped by there on his way here.
Could have sworn we heard from someone else that he was searching for her, though.
Yeah, that was probably either you guys were miscommunicated or I didn't phrase it properly.
Ah, okay.
Or we speculated.
Maybe. But the order of operations is clear.
Okay, what about this other relative of yours, Leo?
I don't know. I only have some of Gerard's notes.
Alright, we found some of his notes or stuff related to him in the mines proper. So it's kind of obvious he visited there. You mentioned the music sheet before. What do you know about that?
What do you know about it? Tell me your stuff first.
Okay. Just gonna reach into my pocket. I'm reaching for the sheets now. Is that fine?
I don't think any of you, except for that one, have a firearm.
Yeah, that's about right.
She doesn't know your magic. She doesn't know you have robots.
I look completely non-threatening.
Yeah, you got this nice toy here, with an axe just in there. That's fine.
He's gonna pull out those music
chops wood for
sheets.
fires.
You got that thing that can play it. You packed like everything on that donkey.
I do not.
No, you don't
I
have to
could-
play the music. Just tell me what you guys know from the mine. You're not supposed to play the music sheets. They're not music sheets. Like they are, but just tell me what you know about the mine.
We found a crest down there, like a family Delisnian crest.
The old crest.
Yeah, the old one.
Okay.
It's possible that the laws of time don't always run correctly down there.
That's something different.
Wait, what about that watch? Did you take that watch?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Sit.
So you'll admit to a Mothman creature, but you won't admit to taking a watch.
Well, one is illegal, one just means you're crazy.
And crime is illegal in Barovia.
From her dress, I thought that she might be equally interested in the fringes of knowledge.
I mean, she's a female adventurer. She's gonna be fine with a little looting.
I am a gentleman, and I am not.
Anyway, we found like shit down there just related to the old Delisnia name. Documents. He's just gonna start taking out all our notes for this and just kind of laying them down.
What do you know about the mine?
There's stuff down there. Weird stuff.
Yeah, there is.
Temporarily weird stuff.
I think it's rather permanent.
Where's some-
Anything else? Says, squinting.
You guys have the notes, or like some things related.
As you're talking, she's gone to her pouch and taken out a bump of white powder she's put on her gloved hand and and snorts it up.
We had some communications about the package being delivered here, right?
Although I think that was a code.
What was it? Let me see.
So nothing else strange?
Like, define strange.
Can you tell me?
Did you take out those documents with your symbols and stuff about the Fey clearing?
Well, I mean, I think we've been very forthcoming about some of our information. Maybe it's time that you reciprocated a bit, and then we can both advance forward together.
I'm not sure if my information is relevant, so instead of talking about it, I'm just casting a net here about strange things.
I found my own corpse at the bottom of the mine.
No, that's not it.
What would the guy down there? We're not talking about Leo, are we?
No.
Because that's a little weird.
We're not talking about Leo. Been doing any spelunking recently?
Well,
Where?
In the river.
Anywhere.
At night.
Maybe sleepwalking.
Oh, and
Ah,
that's
there
why
it
you
is.
don't want to
There
go
it
to sleep. Yeah, we found that it's best to sleep in shifts so that someone can rouse the others at any given time.
Yeah, I found my own workaround to that.
Is
Yeah.
that sustainable, though?
You tell me.
No, it's not.
All right, so you've been having the same issue. What started
So
this?
had Girard.
And he went off alone.
Yeah, the music notes are a map. It's in Braille. Blind people writing.
A map to where?
The caves.
Wait, those actually can go somewhere?
They go everywhere.
In your dream, they go everywhere? I tried going places.
Don't know. This was Girard's thing. He had all the information. He knows how it all connects together. She goes through one of her bags and pulls out bits of his diary and bits of his letters. He knew more about this.
So, if Gerard wasn't here,
No, Girard was here.
if he's not here now and wasn't here when you were here, which is also now, where do you think he might have gone? What's next?
He probably got lost in the caves. You sometimes don't wake up.
That sounds about right.
These two moved around when they were sleeping. So,
He might be...
did they move or did they just appear there because they were moving around in their dreams? What happens to you in between?
Do you know other people who have been lost in the caves? In the dream caves?
I knew about a dozen or so when I got here.
Who? And when did it start for them?
She kind of just looks around the monastery you're in.
The monks.
And they're dead.
I guess they never woke up.
When did the dream start for you?
After I got here, I started investigating the mine first and found that there's an acid pit down there. Started hearing noises outside the room I was staying in, and couldn't get away from it since.
Has someone been following you when you try to sleep?
Something to that effect.
That's what he means by the Mothman. It's something that's been following us around. It's a Barovian legend.
Interesting. Like a dread.
Sorry?
It's a Borkin thing. A rat or a mangy dog will portend your doom.
That sounds made up. This thing is real.
We've got some of the moths with us.
Very good. Very good. That sounds made up. This is real. Jesus Christ. Once I left this hellhole and went home briefly to resupply, it stopped.
And then when you came back,
Yeah.
into Barovia, it started again. Well, I guess that means that we can just leave Barovia if we want to stop this. That's a... But if there's a map to the caves, that means there's got to be a way out.
We need to find Gerard or find out what happened to him.
Yeah, I'm here looking for Girard. This is sort of my profession.
To get him out of trouble.
Looking for your brother?
Yes. Basically, yes, actually.
You're like one of those Morning Lord, or what's the word they use in fairy stories? A crusader. You're
No.
a knight.
I'm a spelunker.
Huh. So the holy gear is just for,
Just tools of the trade.
Protection.
I guess that makes sense, werewolves and...
You'd be surprised how many people get lost and die in caves.
So you gotta look for him in the caves, which involves sleeping. Seems like we might have better luck if we all slept.
In shifts.
No, if we sleep in shifts, we won't enter the caves to find him.
But
If we
first
all sleep, we could end up like the monks.
But first we need to decode the map.
Right.
Do you know how to read blind person?
I mean, you know what?
It's a system.
Yeah, it's
we
just
could
a-
figure
we
it
can
out.
work it out. Yeah.
Okay. He wrote it on musical notes and had it done on a musician's printer.
Yeah,
We'll need certain tools.
I mean,
Might not. be
if we have it
possible
here, then hey, there are dots here. You could just work it out. I mean, I've heard how Braille works and so on. You have got a couple rows of dots, so we know how long of a pattern we're looking for. And now we have to translate that into language, and then so on and so on. We can
Yeah,
figure something out.
It's possible that with enough samples, we could decode the Braille, and we could decode these messages specifically.
She pulls out a messenger case from her bag and rolls it over to you.
Okay.
There's like 30, 40 sheets in there.
Should we do it here, or should we head to town?
what town though?
I mean, you've got food here. We've got some
Well, what I mean
fireplace.
Is there a reason we'd want to stay here?
This is where Gerard went missing, so this is where he'd be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's no point in
Stay here it is.
There's no point in spending a week going through the tracks where the wolves are. We're already here. We got a full larder here for however many monks we had here. So
I will head to Bartholomew and start pulling out my equipment.
Yeah, she grabs her stuff and heads downstairs. Come along.
okay, let's go.
They go to the dining room and she starts lifting stuff up and throwing it onto the floor to clear off that giant table.
Okay.
That's a lot of sheets, you know.
And like pots and pans and stuff, whatever was under the table, like candelabras and like old dining ware.
Cool.
Just onto the floor. Servants will get that.
Okay.
All right, you guys sit down for a jam session.
Knowledge languages.
Do you have that?
Yes, because I'm a foreigner.
Look at that, foreigner.
I have to take it high
You
enough.
wear the foreigner belt.
And I have to take it like a D6 so I'll be able to like talk properly and not just bare minimum.
And not talk like you do in real life.
I'm gonna spend a penny to reroll. Yeah. That's a 5.
Perfect. Yeah. You don't really need that many raises. You're able to pull through.
Aha.
You guys crunch the patterns together, and you're able to figure out a system of directions. Now that you know you're looking in for like 3-dimensional like cave exploring.
Cool.
There's like symbols for like small like chimneys and caverns. There's stuff for large areas, going up, climbing, danger, that sort of thing.
Okay.
It's pretty well mapped. It's for a large area.
Okay, so I guess we translate that into some sketches.
Actual
of
map.
Yeah. So the question is, do we go there physically or do we have to sleep to get there?
When we fell asleep, we woke up with everything around our beds, yeah?
Yeah.
You had your weapons and shit. So we sleep with whatever we need on us. So,
Holding the map, each holding a copy of the map.
yeah. And we'll all start in the same area, I hope. So we don't waste time having to find each other if we wake up those lanterns again. Did you have a lantern when you woke up? Like dangling above you?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us did, so that gives us a time limit.
I mean, we did see some cave system right around the crack where we found her.
Yeah, that's like a real cave system, though.
I mean, isn't it one and the same, perhaps?
What, we just get transported underground every night?
I mean, it did look like an underground place.
We were specifically warned not to sleep,
Yeah, well...
but I kind of want to find out where this rabbit hole goes, so I'm with your plan.
Yeah, probably it meant, don't fall asleep without a fucking plan.
Yeah.
So...
So we'll trace out copies of the map for everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Given how exhausted we all are, it's probably not going to be that hard to fall asleep.
Just not taking that cocaine.
So let's barricade the door.
Yes. If we pick one room, like the master bedroom, and just fortify that, it's one defensible position.
Exactly. Before we do that, though, just a question. Did you see what was down in the catacombs?
The sarcophagus with vampire scratch marks on the inside of the lid.
Ah, so it was okay.
Oh yeah, vampire.
Long
Creature of the
gone.
night.
Yeah. Gone though, right? Like it should be gone.
I
That seemed
mean,
old.
was it there when you got there?
No,
No.
Then it was not here.
and I'm fine with that.
Okay. So I think we have a plan.
All right. You guys get ready to go to sleep and enter the second part of the session.
Huzzah!
Let me offload the file. All right. You guys go to sleep.
Sleep, finally.
Hooray! Communal sleeping.
Huzzah!
And as surely as night and day, you wake up in the dark.
Do we wake up with the stuff we surrounded ourselves with?
Again.
Okay.
You're naked.
So yeah, you guys wake up in absolute pitch black dark. The ground is cold and poking into your back. If your hands are splayed out, you can feel the igneous rock that's salty and also like kind of sharp against your skin. There is the smell of like cold, fresh air blowing over your faces. It is moist in here. There's also a kind of musky, earthy scent coming from somewhere. You're in the dark.
God damn it.
The plan didn't work, guys.
Are we alone or together?
You're all together. You can hear each other talking. You have whatever you were wearing on your body.
I assume we all went to sleep with lanterns at least, right? Any of you?
Yeah. All the
Do
gear
we
is
have
like.
that, or is it just what's on our
Are
body?
you feeling around?
Yeah.
Feel around.
You can feel things around you. Things that feel familiar. Cold to the touch, damp.
I mean, lantern should be fine. Oil based, like.
Yeah, the lantern you find nearby is the lantern you had previously.
Oh.
What was your lantern you had previously? What was your lantern, Peter? Did you write it down?
I probably did. Somewhere.
What about you guys?
It's an alchemical concoction that was pumping fluid from one end to the other and phosphorescent.
Mine was liquor. Burning liquor.
Mine was mollusks.
Mollusks.
Yep.
Alright, we're able to get your lanterns up and running.
Shake those things up.
Shake those fuckers up.
Wake up
You'll
your
have,
mollusks.
you'll have the vague, you know, some of it's light, some of it's dim, some of it's ambient, sickly, unnatural colors of your lanterns up.
Are the maps around us?
Yeah, everything's around you. You have a little area, a little base camp.
Okay.
Priscilla has a lamp. It's a mesh bag with a skull in it, and there's something moving inside the skull, giving off light. Even though the skull is in the way of the light is moving through the skull, through the mesh perfectly. It's kind of, it hurts to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes you feel like you're chewing on metal or aluminum.
Okay.
There's something inside the skull you can see flittering about.
Okay.
So she knows Gerard better than anyone else. If we're in this area, where should we head? Where would he be? Would he head towards the surface? Would he head far down?
I don't know the circumstances of him being here.
Okay. Well, have you been in this specific area before? The last time you came here before you?
She, with her lantern, looks around, not seeing any ceilings or walls. Oh, this place? I'd recognize it anywhere.
I mean, this is so distinct. Okay.
Yeah, the floors, though. The floors we can see at least.
But they're different than what we had.
Because we're in a very different area, I guess.
Because ours had the rock in them with long falls down, and this is.
Well, let's pick a direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You smell that? It's like, it's familiar.
Is it a basic smell? Acidic?
No, it smells like plants.
Well,
It's probably a good sign.
Growth. Yeah.
good enough for direction. Go with nosebleeds.
Yeah, I can't rely on sight here. I guess we'll have to rely on the other bits.
Yeah, I guess it would make sense that if you'd be here and really on site, you'd have braille maps because, yeah, you couldn't decode anything. Okay.
How detailed were the maps we got? Was it just rooms and caverns and...
Basically, navigation directions. Not like some of it is maps of like the surrounding area, but most of it is like how to get through, like how to head to a specific point.
Okay.
But we have to find where we are specifically before we can...
A frame of reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, did any of them mention smells?
One of the maps, like one of the directions, indicates a sort of hub that's a stream. And there's like marks that indicate it's a safe place.
Plants grow near water, so...
Try and head towards the smell.
Yep. Sniff about and go like the dogs we are.
Yeah. Also, like lighting like little torches and kind of just hurling them in front of you.
Yeah, we have to move pretty quickly though, because once these lanterns start burning out, it's gonna... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you. Alright, yeah, you continue on forward. The ground is volcanic looking, like it was looking before, like that kind of pockmarked stone, but there's not those long vertical slices. You hear the sound of rustling around you as you're heading forward, like things above you are moving.
I'm gonna get out my axe. Just in case.
Sure. Continuing on down, the floor is starting to slope, and eventually your light starts showing kind of reflective surfaces, like you're nearing a wall.
Cool.
Reflective though.
The stone is bouncing light back.
Polished stone.
Polished or wet.
Is there anything on the map that indicates a mirrored area, a mirrored stone?
When you get close to it, it's not really mirrored, it's just damp, but the rock is holding moisture, like a sponge.
Maybe we're under the stream. Like,
Or close to it, yeah.
It's like what? Pumice? Where we have those volcanic stone?
Yeah, like pumice stone. That's exactly what I've been trying to describe when I say igneous or volcanic. That's the word.
It's kind of like when we got really far down in the mine.
How does the water smell?
Fresh.
No. Okay. Take left or right and let's go along the wall.
The wall itself has a fissure going through it when you get to it, and it looks like Priscilla takes the lead and starts like shimmying up the fissure, using it as like a staircase.
That's smart.
Fairly easy climb, or...
I mean, if you're used to climbing.
Does she have any rope?
I do.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll go up after her and haul a rope down.
Yeah. Tie yourself up and still going. Also have climbing.
You have climbing?
Yeah.
That's a miracle.
I will tie the rope around me and then give a couple tugs and wait to
Lift
be
him
hoisted up.
Lift you up like the dead weight you are.
Yeah.
Smacking him about.
Smash his face against the rock.
Side as I go. Yeah.
And it's like, what's your IQ? 185, 143, 98. I'm your
6.
friend.
Well, I'm the smartest.
Here's some alcohol.
All right, you guys take care of each other. Who's taking the lead on the climbing to carry him up, though? Like, who's in charge of that?
I'm stronger, so I
Yeah.
could probably lift him up easier.
Do you have climb?
Oh, yes. I do have climb.
Climb check. If you fail, you're going to drop him.
Oh, no.
Is there some stuff assist in this game?
I think there is, but I don't know the rules for it. So we should probably look that up. Because I guess we care about dropping him.
Just a little.
I'll pause. All right, you got a success. So, yeah, you're able to pull him up without any problem.
Perfect.
Any problems.
It'd be so easy.
The top of this crevice heads to a plateau. You still don't see a ceiling, but you are up higher than you were before.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Higher vantage point.
Maybe the water was trickling down from here. Maybe the creek is nearby.
Could be.
Yeah, you do hear the sound of like water running nearby,
Oh, cool. We should head towards that.
and kind of like a splashing sound.
Ooh, fish. Spare mollusks?
My God.
That means we can refill our lanterns. Quick, cut yourself.
I mean, next time, just sleep on the wine barrel and just start pouring into your lantern.
That sounds like a waste.
I mean, we've got a whole cellar of that wine, so.
Have to be some very, very
Copper
potent
rolls.
wine.
All right. As you're heading towards the splashing sound, eventually you come across a dive, like a carving into the stonework, and there's a pool there.
Cool.
Is this on the map?
Not that you can see. There's a lot of like individual bits of water and stuff, and like rivers and like split offs.
Right.
But you're getting close to narrowing it down.
Sorry.
So yeah, as you're like coming with your lanterns are pushing back against like the darkness that's around and revealing kind of whatever's in its periphery. But like it's always kind of flickering in and out, just not the lanterns flickering out, but like the light, because this place is oppressively dark. But yeah, there's this pool. The pool isn't flush. It's kind of like a what am I trying to describe? It's a crater, like a bowl, and the water doesn't sit flush against the bowl. It actually goes up like a hump almost at the middle of it, and sits in that crater, and it's kind of like ripply, like it ripples across and has like little white spots in it. The water's kind of like a weird toothpastey blue.
Like a spring?
Like a spring, yeah.
I'll get closer and see if I can visually identify. Like,
All right, when you get like really close to it, all those white spots kind of like gather near your light, and at that point, the water isn't water because it's actually a large translucent bear reaches out with a claw to swipe at you.
oh, I withdraw.
Oh, we're in combat now.
Okay.
We're here.
Okay.
This is where we've gone. It's a bear dance. Allow me to pause while we set up. All right. So what we're doing is we've dealt out cards, and the water bear is going to attack you first, ignoring his card order, and then everyone can go in their normal orders.
That's odd.
Okay. So he is coming at you with fight. This is. You're good. Wait, no. Wait, what's your parry? 2?
2.
Oh, get fucked. You rolled a 2. Oh, get absolutely fucked.
Yeah, you need a 1 to not hit me.
Ooh-yee. What a season. 9 to your toughness of 6, so you gotta make a spirit save.
My toughness is 5. So.
No, it's 6,
Oh.
it says here.
What is?
Unless that's your old sheet in the battle sheet.
Yeah, I'm
Peter
pretty
may have
sure
messed up.
it should be 5.
I'm joking.
How is your
You're doing
toughness
great.
derived?
I think 2 plus.
I mean,
whatever.
either way, you're gonna be rolling a spirit save.
Can I spend bennies to reduce the wounds? Will that help me?
Okay, so Phineas got hit by the water bear. It did a wound and shaken. He spent a Benny to soak it, which meant he rolled a vigor check to get rid of the 1 wound, which also limited it shaken. And he did it. So you're good. All right. Initiative time from the top.
8.
The bear has a 5.
I've got an 8.
You go first, because diamonds trumps clubs.
Okay, so I should probably...
Should I spend inspiration to get us +2 to all the rolls for the turn? All the trait rolls?
Yeah, go for it. It's the end of the session.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what counts as a trait roll?
Oh, a trait
Attack.
roll is your attacking, your rolls with your attributes and stuff.
Something like that.
Yeah, not damage, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the water bear, as it rises up after clawing you, is this big gelatinous thing with the face of a star mole, but its skin is made of, like, jello, basically, and slime, and all those white spots are moving around it, which are basically its little mitochondria, powerhousing it around, making it stronger. Its claws are made out of coral and sharpened keratin and dead cell tissue that's kind of woven together into rending blades.
Oh no.
And that star mole mouth is just leaking acid.
Oh no. That sounds awful.
So, Phineas!
How did we get here?
Yeah. I am going to bolt it with my bovine attitude recalibration device.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Louis. Roll it.
Go for it.
And I think I am going to charge it and fire the 3 bolts, which is 3d4 plus a wild die.
Alright.
What's up?
Take the shot.
And we get +2 to everything.
Yes.
So that would be a 3 and a 4 and a
Expose.
6.
That's an 8.
8. And then the last one, a 3. So 2
So-
3s, a 4, and an 8.
So your 4 hits it, and the other one is a raise. So you do 1 normal damage and 1 damage plus a d6.
Its toughness is 10, if that matters.
That's for applying the damage.
Well, you hit it on... Okay, I'm sorry. I got... We're still learning. Alright, so this is the hit roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had to hit 4.
Yeah.
And if you got a raise, you had plus 1d6 to the damage roll.
Yeah.
So 1 is just a straight hit, and 1 is a hit with a raise.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So first damage.
Toughness 10. You have to breach 10.
Okay. So this is the just regular shot.
Okay.
So that's
Oh.
10.
Okay, that
Rolls.
triggers it.
15.
So
Damage and
10 and a
raise.
raise, so...
So if it's a thing, it dies, and then
Oh yeah, it dies.
okay.
It wasn't a wild card. It was just an example of fauna. You definitely want to fight 15 of these.
But it still uses 3 charges.
Yep, which we'll keep track of for next session. So Phineas, what does the cattle prod look like again?
It's a long tubular device with a lot of glowing dials. With a lot of glowing dials and almost unnecessarily whirring gizmos and gears that ends in one of those, those like electrical discharge things that are like a tube with a ball on the end.
Yeah.
And a lot of rings
Prongs,
around
a
them.
Tesla coil.
Yeah, a Tesla coil. A Tesla coil.
And you
Speaks you.
point at the water bear and just
Yeah, and just charge it to full and zap off 3 rapid fire bolts, which is
Vada Kedavra.
yeah.
All of its like clear blue surface skin, much like egg or other rich protein substances, goes milky white and sticky, and the thing kind of seizes up like a large rotten gummy bear and drops.
Shit.
Told you. You need to sell it to the military.
You're a one-man army, Phineas.
I'm gonna run out of charges one day.
Ravenloft is not prepared for lightning guns.
You're like Gaius.
But, oh, man, the lightning makes a bunch of light. So,
nice.
like, the whole area you're in is illuminated by strokes of God's own thunder.
And everything knows where we are now.
Okay, 1, yes. 2, you're able to see further when that happens after the cascade of light. And you're able to see a stream off in the distance. Like, it reflects off a light and sparkles. But also, that's kind of the only thing you see. There's no ceiling.
Well, that's
And
where we
those
were headed. So.
Bats flying up high in the sky.
There was something above you, if you were looking, something big, maybe 30-foot wingspan, just flying overhead when that happened. With
50, 60 legs.
Who was told not to look up? One of us was told not to look up. If I recall.
Up or down?
But yeah, the water bear is slain.
Huzzah!
And it's the 4 of you hanging out with the river off in the distance, which we'll say you guys head to and reach. There's a stream. It has a description, which we'll get into next week. I'll turn off the fucking combat horror music. Good lord.
So, do we manage to use your...
I didn't search anywhere, so no.
Oh no! You didn't get your thing. You can hold on to them, I think.
No, I don't think so. I think you got a new one at the end of it.
We'll look it up.
Yeah.
If it turns out to be the case, it'll happen. If not, whatever. It's fine. We'll figure it out. You must be rewarded for your cool little card.
Yeah.
You guys get the standard amount of XP, which I don't know what it is because I haven't gotten that far yet.
We reached level after 5 sessions again.
It's only been like 5 sessions in total, so...
Yeah, so we leveled the second time.
Wait, you've ranked up already?
No, not ranked up. We just gained
yeah,
an
we
advance.
I don't understand what it means.
An advance means you get to buy a trait or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, and so many advances becomes
It's
a
like
rank.
essence, Devin. You level, but your essence goes up every now and then, right?
We level up at 15 XP, but we get incremental rewards on the way there.
Close enough.
You rank up at 15 XP, and then you get advances. Because I remember this from Savage Rift reading. So are you guys at a new rank?
We're at
No.
10 right now. We're not in a new rank until 15.
We just go to an advance.
Okay, so 2 or 3 sessions and you'll hit there.
Yeah.
Once I get a handle on the XP and stuff, I'll probably give out more, like on different odd sessions or whatever. I'm just not there yet.
Maybe when we finish something.
Yeah, I'm just not there yet. Like, hey, for this one, I will give out 3 because you found what's her name.
Okay.
So it says 2, it's 3.
11.
Huzzah.
We'll figure it out as we're going along. But hey, how'd you like the combat?
It's pretty simple.
We also, listeners, recorded the Wolf combat the same day as this session from last session. Spoiler alert. So in total, holistically.
I mean, it's good when we're not getting hit. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to find out what happens when we do get hit.
Right.
It seems balanced towards alpha striking for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, especially since we're wild cards, so we got 3 HP and everything else has 1, so that's okay.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's much faster than I thought it'd be.
I mean, if you could do Alpha Strike, AoE, and just hit all the foes, and
Rapid fire lightning guns.
or just guns, actual guns.
Real guns.
Fuck your parry, I got gun.
Guns are amazing. Guns are really rough in this case system though, because line of sight.
Yeah, and it takes 20 points to become a seasoned character, actually.
So you're novice right now, right?
Yep.
And at 20 you're seasoned?
Yep.
And that's the jump, there's nothing in between?
No, just novice to seasoned.
Okay. When you're at season, you guys get 2 cards every session because of Ravenloft rules.
I wonder why I thought 15.
I think I'm going to buy that.
Because every 5 you get an advance.
Right.
Okay, alright. So yeah, by the end of tomorrow we'll get another advance. Or next session, I mean.
So,
Anyway, we will call it there, listeners. We're learning Savage Worlds, and it's pretty fun. So, I was Devin,
Tyler?
Kevin?
and Peter.
and this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.